Naxumi 660. So the game already started. It's Radu against
Crane.
my teammate Crane. It seems like Pirates were against Agrodruid.
Yeah, I think this matchup is pretty good for the Druid if you get 2 crabs in the opening hand.
Yeah, that will hurt. He could have even used one here, right? Since he has 2, but I guess it's not necessary.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, he'd rather eat like the 3/4s or 3/3, like the 3-mana pirates, not the 1-mana pirates, but
Exactly.
you need to make sure that you don't be too greedy that you at some point die to weapons, but since Druid is also very aggressive, probably I can't afford to just like go face with weapons and ignore the board,
Wow, this feels kind of bad.
kind of. I like the egg here, like.
Yep.
I guess against the 1/3 weapon, no 1/2 weapon, makes sense to play a 3/3 instead, but if your opponent trades into your 3/1, you can't really lose the game. But either way, I guess it's fine.
It's not so easy to deal with 3-3, right?
Yeah, no, you saw last turn that. Yeah, there's no way he had War Exile.
We're not seeing Radu's hand yet.
Just now.
Yep.
That's good.
So Radu knows about the crabs, not that he trained through both of them, but that they are on the deck. He might just try to win with the Hydra and like never play pirates again.
Yeah, if Hydra doesn't work, he has to play Pirates at some point.
Yeah, just like, I mean, he goes Hydra to double frothing now. Like he doesn't need to play pirates for now, but
Yep.
he's already losing board without the crabs, as it seems right now. Yeah, you play the Hydra here. Like there's no
Go
consideration.
for the big boy.
You have 5 mana. Every other card you can't like combine with anything. Like, of course you play the 5-drop over a 3-drop here.
He's probably just thinking for his next turn, but
Yeah, maybe it's like plus that he has a weapon on hand or something, like an Arcane Reaper, so he doesn't want to show that his play is obvious, but I mean, even if you have a Reaper, it's obvious you play the 5-drop here. Not sure
Yep.
what he could be bluffing. It's kind of funny how the weapon didn't show.
oh yeah, that was a bug, right?
Yeah, the weapon just didn't show. I guess that's what he was considering as well. He just
Oh, what the heck?
nailed it. Sick. Usually it's easy to shoot at the weapon when you like see it, but even though the weapon was invisible, he still hit it. What a hero. Okay, so not an expert, but I think that if you have like 7 minutes on board, which deals 3 damage by trading into a Hydra, that's more than 17 HP.
It's 29 for sure.
You got me.
Okay. So Crane wins the first game.
Yeah, where's the Druid? So let's look at the decks. What's the weak link?
I think the weak link from Crane is the Murloc Shaman.
Huh?
And
I mean, RDU, by being RDU, only ever plays face decks, so it might be rough to get a win with the Quest Rogue.
yeah.
There's not even any backstabs in Crane's list.
Yeah, that might be true as well.
But he does have a lot of cards in his lineup, like a lot of crabs in his lineup, so RDU's warrior might struggle. Just like we saw now, even though he didn't even need any crabs in this game. He started the game with 2 crabs in his hand and ended the game with 2 crabs in his hand.
Didn't he have Elemental Shaman as well, Radu?
Yes. He
I think that one might struggle as well against Crane's lineup.
sticks to the warrior. So there is no crap in the zoo list.
Your soul shall be mine.
Looks like
But he has Blood Sail in his zoo. So that might help a little bit.
yeah, 2 Platzer Corsairs and patches. He doesn't play Doomguards, he plays Hydras and
Ah,
Leroy
yeah.
instead. That's not the pirate you want to draw. Oh. Yeah.
Why do you call?
This is like the zoo nightmare, seeing this hand.
And Trado has a pretty decent hand.
You just go for the first made coin upgrade here.
And then you just curve out.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4 like. When your hand shows 2, 3, 4, you're happy. Okay. So Crane doesn't draw anything. Like, what can he even draw that's good here? I guess it.
Yeah.
Meh. Like it adds just dice to the weapon. Only removes 1 charge out of 3.
I guess you still do it. It feels better than tapping.
Yeah. But to be fair, there was like no good draw here. Like I don't think like the Zeus 2 drop like Knife Juggler or Direwolf are like even worse. So like
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Crane didn't really have any good draws here. Like he wanted to go for 2 better 1-drops, but since he didn't have any good 1-drop, he couldn't even draw into that. I guess Firefly maybe, but he doesn't play that. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we'll see a 2-mana pirate here.
Yeah, still go with the Kappa 1, 2, 3, 4 line.
Okay, you have to tap here. You have to tap into Soulfire, it's like you're only out, and even then it's still bad.
You didn't get anything.
Yeah, okay. So
Okay.
this is a 1-1, like, you know, we could like pretend the game is still close and going on, but let's be real here, like. I don't think I can make anyone believe that this game is still close.
If he gets double Soulfire,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
tap double Soulfire and then you still just like lose to the curve. Like he still just plays the deckhand and the Corsair next turn.
exactly.
Like even tap double Soulfire doesn't get you anywhere. Okay.
The meta is so fast right now after the new expansion.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like the quests punish everything. Like once the quest is completed, all of them kind of are a win condition that might take like, depending on what quest it is,
Yep.
between 1 and 3 turns or whatever. But you can't just out control any of the quests really. Maybe the Shaman quest, but in general it's like those beat control. It's like you either play quest decks or you play decks that are fast enough to beat the quest decks. So So Crane sticks with the Warlock. Both players stick to the deck they lost with the last 2 games. It's fine if you do it once. We shouldn't make it too obvious. Like, shouldn't do that too often, since then people notice patterns maybe. But
Mhm.
okay, RDU is not gonna keep a 7-drop. I think we can claim as much. RDU does play the Jades in his list, Jade Lightning and Claws, no Arya, but there is a weapon, so Crane more inclined to keep Corsair. Even if there's no weapon, you keep the Corsair to pull patches, but he's feeling good about it.
I think, yeah, it's pretty huge that he only plays 1 Lightning Storm for Crane. And he also doesn't play Talos in his deck, so his Maelstrom Powder also becomes a little bit weaker.
Good players just with spell damage.
Maybe with Totem.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Good players who need signers. And
Good
that's all
old times.
TBTW. It's not like I just lost the game yesterday to spell damage Thalnos on turn 4.
Don't need to get salty.
Can I get a hug?
Maybe later. Cup of Pride. This is getting a bit too much XXL.
Okay, so he has 3 1-mana 1/2s in his hand, since the Firefly gives him another one. So the curve seems to be double 1-drop into 1-drop and Jade Claws. So yeah, I'm pretty
Yep.
sure we just see 2. He probably take the trade into the Villager and play 2 of the 1/2s.
Is there no way you play Jade Claws here since you have 2?
Like you have no curve afterwards, so you don't wanna. I don't know. Obviously, kinda biased. I see the Corsair, but against the 1-1, doesn't feel good to weapon it. You curve pretty well.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good to weapon it, but I feel like it was 2 Jade Claws, it is fine. Otherwise you might sit with 2 of them in your hand and it's not amazing.
Okay, so now you definitely play the second class.
Yep.
Leaving knife tackle up feels pretty bad. So abusive and the one seems decent.
Yep. Deathwell?
You know there's one storm, 2 portals, like the issue with the death battles is that you can just attack into your 2/2 then play the portal.
Yeah, but then he has to at least attack into it. Like, I don't think it's a +1/+1 is so much better anyways.
I mean, yeah,
He could still portal into it.
yeah, but the +3 attack was interesting.
Oh, +3 attack. I don't think face damage is relevant, right?
Yeah, I mean it's relevant, but not that relevant. But yeah, okay, so actually, yeah, the 1/1s are also working pretty well with his 4-drop.
Yep.
He expects 3 mana 2/4 taunt this turn because it's like what Elemental Shaman usually does with 3 mana, but RDU didn't draw them, so he has to go for a bunch of 1-drops instead.
Okay.
So you go face with one of the 1/1s and then eat it. Doesn't
Nom
really-
nom 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 nom.
OP.
+1/+1.
Yeah, you want HP to play on the Jade Lightning. He knows, like, can't be targeted by spells or hero power is interesting because there's hexes obviously.
Exactly. So that
So-
might also be in choice.
Yeah, you kinda want one of them, and you don't know if you get it with the next discover, so maybe just start with the.
But you might want to play around Flame Tongue as well. Does it play around Flame Tongue to pick +1/+1? Not really, right?
Yeah, it's still 2 attacks. Yeah,
Okay.
place 1 attacks, can place 1 Jade Lightning as well.
You should probably trade.
Yeah,
Otherwise he goes for the value trade and you're sad.
yeah, since Zoo doesn't have a good way to clear 1 HP minions from hand.
Oh, and there comes the Hextop deck.
This hand feels so rough for RDU.
You might even Lightning face, right? Just to get to 3/3.
Yeah, you probably do.
Yep.
Since you already have like a high curve, it's not like you need to like play for maximum value. You just need to get some tempo back. Since he played on Hex the last turn, it feels bad to play the Hydra here, so he might go for Corsair Argus. Probably does, but
He played both weapons as well.
yeah. But the issue is, at some point you have to play the Hydra. Maybe you just have to risk it now, because
Yeah.
if he goes unanswered, getting like 8 damage to face can just end the game. But yeah, after playing on Hex last turn, it feels weird to not play on Hex this turn.
Ooh, he's going face. Interesting.
Yeah, like if there's a fire elemental, he still has to trade with a 3/3 in, so you don't want to do the trade for him. It's like, since he can't hex the 6/6, you kind of know that unless there's a Flame Tongue Totem, you will have to do that. But I guess, yeah, trading plays on Flame Tongue Totem a lot
Yeah.
better.
This was definitely better against Elemental. He played an Elemental last turn, so he could get the 7-drop out.
Yeah, I mean, getting taunts against the Hydra seems very good. Also, the Argus lines up very poorly against Feral Spirits. By Feral Spirits, I mean the battle cry of the Sentinel. That's surprising to me.
Well, to be honest, this seems fine as well, because you won't have so many good Hex targets as well, right?
I mean, like, the only way that the trades don't happen like if there was a Doomguard, and against a Doomguard you get a Hex target, and if there's no Doomguard, it's like trade your 6/2 Fire Elemental into the...
I don't even think he runs Doomguards, that's the thing. He
Oh.
runs like Leroy
So
instead.
how... Oh, I guess then the Elemental always wins him the game. But he got pretty punished for playing Hex last turn. Like, this would look so much better for him if he played the 7-drop. It still stays in a very
To be
favorable
honest,
spot.
it's only the second Hydra, so right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like, it's still fine. He can't
Yeah.
really get through the walls.
I really don't see how he gets punished for playing it last turn, but since he's so far ahead, that might just be like every line good enough to win, and then it's kind of the same what you do.
My shield for Argon.
Aua. Ooh. So you could take 3 damage, right?
Yeah. Do you ever trade the 1/1s in just to deal 3 damage to face?
Probably not.
But it's like 3
It's like
attacks in one.
6 damage.
So you deal 4 times 3, it's 12 damage, get him to 6, so it's heads up for Alaki to be lethal. You have Storm, you don't need to lethal next turn, like, but it is
Yeah.
pretty fun to just do it. He does it. I'm proud of you. Actually, he might. Oh, no, what? I mean, okay, it's fine, but
Yeah, it's also fine.
it's less
He
damage.
gets a totem in as well.
Yeah, but face.
Well, he's kind of going phase, it's fine.
Yeah, but that.
He's keeping the elemental for 6 damage phase, you know?
Okay, but let's keep
That's-
Alakir for 6 damage face.
Oh,
and deal
okay.
5 damage more this turn. But okay, I mean, I'm not saying that as a misplay, since there's no
To-
way he gets
yeah.
punished, it's like a 100% win line. And if you have a line that wins every time, there is no play that can be better. Just equal plays.
So it's 2-1 Farado.
Yes.
Yep.
Smog prevails.
Elemental Shaman was probably one of his worst decks, so it's pretty good for Radu to get it out.
Yeah, in the end. He has probably a favorable lineup against Crane, just since the Rogue lines up rather poorly against all the aggro decks, at least from what we expect the Rogue to do.
Yeah, the Quest Rogue might not be so strong
Like,
against Radu's lineup.
Prado has like a more aggressive decks left as well, right? I guess the Warrior is out, but besides that. Crane lost both games with Zeus so far. Let's see if he can get a third time.
Shall be mine.
Radu is not playing the Quest Rogue, right?
No, it's aggro Rogue.
Interesting.
Did Mulligan, Coin and Hydra? I guess it's not really what you want against Zoo. Against Zoo, you like to see an SI. I'm surprised he Mulligan the coin though, the counterfeit coin.
Maybe he wants to get like back helps and
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's... You need stuff to combo the coin with, but there's so much stuff in the deck to combo the coin with. Like worst case on turn 4, maybe like coin the new... I totally know how the card is called.
like also if you keep the coin, you might get a
Wild
bit
Spin
fast
Slayer.
out of cards. So I can totally see it not being kept.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's just a misplay.
So you probably just play Undercity. You could also dagger it, but
I like the Huckster.
You want to buy a
Yep.
funnel cake?
it plays around Bloodsail as well.
I guess I plays into Direwolf a lot, so maybe you dagger to play around that. The issue is if you dagger out and there's like any kind of taunt, you just cry. Yeah, so the pirate.
Mm.
So this has to be a abuse of coin warrant, right? No question.
Is there an... Yeah, actually, yeah. You want to keep the egg for the 4-drop, right?
Yeah, you just curve 3 into 4 afterwards. Okay, so
Poisonous, maybe? Might also be +3, actually.
Yeah, obviously it's other Wind Fury since the +3 attack is just better, but
Yeah.
Poisonous. What 3 drop is there that you can attack into? Like, the +3
It's
attack
only
is
better against the big Advent, I guess.
yeah. But a big Advent would involve some spells that probably kill your 2 HP minion.
Yes, that's also true.
So, yeah, I get everything else like a 5-2. Probably 5 attack means Poisonous at this point.
Oh, that feels bad.
Yeah, if only we could coin SI this turn instead. Oh, this is a pretty good curve. 3, 4, 5.
Not bad.
I guess you really don't want to. It's actually not that great since you know there's 2 Wild Spins in the deck, so playing big minions doesn't feel good.
Hmm.
You do it. It's like
Well-
killing the egg is good. Like killing the egg, getting a 5/5. That's what you want.
Yep.
But the Hydra is a little.
I think it's maybe just too many minions that he can't deal with them in a really fast way.
Yeah, I mean obviously the way his head looks, Crane is in a great spot since RDU doesn't have anything to combo the 5-drop with. And it's like
Is it Wind Fury? Yeah. And Divine Shield?
yeah, there's like no spell you have to play around, so Divine Shield seems to be the way.
You might even think about, yeah, +3 health.
Okay.
Like, Divine Shield only gives you 1 health, I guess.
I mean, they
and-
don't want to attack into it, but yeah.
He still didn't get patches out, right?
Nope. Okay, so RDU can't play a Swashbuckler here. Like, Swashbuckler has to be kept for the next turn to combo. So, obvious play seems to be displaying the 2-drop just to combo your SI. If you do that, you probably trade into the 5/5 first with your Huckster to see what spell you get or what card.
Okay, yeah. But what can you even get?
I mean, you don't need anything. You still have the Runt and SI to kill the 5/5 this turn. Next turn you eat the 4/7 with your flower.
Hmm.
It's very slow, you take a lot of damage, but I don't really see how else his hand works out. Guess if he wants to take the value trade into the abusive if he doesn't trade the Huckster in first. He takes some more damage, but might give him more board control over the long run. Since you know the flower gets value anyway, you probably play the Hydra, but you also have patches left, so you get 3 juggles of the Knife Juggler, and you can abuse of your...
You can probably still do it next turn, so.
Yeah, but like playing abusive on the patches to kill the SI also feels pretty good.
That's also
Actually,
true.
never mind.
But
But
you
abuse of the Wind Fury guy, I guess. Ooh. Okay, discuss for board control. Probably the right
Yep.
decision since the book has a rough time getting back on board this way, but
Ooh.
50-50, just buff your 4/7, just believe. Go Knife Juggler, punish him. Feels bad, man.
Well, this part is already hard enough to deal with.
No, it would just be more face damage. The board would be the same either way.
Yeah, like, you will get the damage in anyways.
Yeah. But it's danker the other way. It's actually a really good turn for Radu.
Now he has to play the big part, right?
Yeah, like he doesn't have any way to activate the egg. There's no more power overwhelming to draw into. Already saw one flower.
Go face.
Yeah, the rock is at 17.
Always go face.
Also the rock has a lot of...
Oh wow.
More
Oh wow. No.
Okay,
It's so sick.
that's a pretty good draw. One of the better ones you could have gotten this turn.
He doesn't run zaps, right?
No, there's no way you can slap. You have 2 of the flowers already in aggro rogue. That's also a pretty good draw though.
Yeah.
You can definitely trade the 1/1 in. Not sure if you trade with the abusive, but you... I like He plays Leroy. I like every damage to face.
Yeah, I like going face as well.
He has two Soulfires. No, he only has one Soulfire on his list.
I think with trading, he's trying to play a bit more on board control
Yeah, but
for a couple of more turns.
Also the 1-4 kinda like you don't want to attack into the 1-4 and give the zoom more board, like more damage, so I would have liked just to connect to the face there. It's like right now he has no pressure, like the war can just ignore whatever he has. Okay, so Direwolf then eat the egg probably.
Yep.
Might eat the Argus.
Because he wants to taunt.
Yeah, I mean he has to
Yep.
probably kind of do the turn anyway.
And it also has one more health, I guess.
Yeah. Like there's nothing left really to kill big minions behind taunts. We saw both flowers, so
The other play is value trading into the 3-4 and then eating the egg.
can you stop saying those evil words?
Which one?
Trading?
Oh, trading. Yeah, that's why I'm out of the tournament already. Don't trade, guys.
Jesus. Has to be a divine shield.
Yeah,
I'm
Divine
very
Shield seems
confident.
fine. Yeah, you don't need target or Wind Fury. Well, Wind Fury is not the worst, but
Yeah, but
you want to keep a
your
board,
opponent
right?
has a 6-6. Wait, did he actually just lag out? Because we didn't see the second discover. I think he just like he might have disconnected here.
Oh, really?
Like we were on the first discover and then he just like the rope ended and he got the second discover instantly.
Hopefully not. Ay. Who would win this? I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, it's like it looked like it was over and the zoo player won, but the second flower draw was pretty good, so now I'm less sure. Actually, we don't know what the second discover was either. Like we don't know what, like we knew the Divine Shield was the first discover, but we don't know what they would pick of the second one. So
It could have been anything.
yeah, it's
Is that an Argus in his head?
yes.
Yeah, okay, Argus would have been
Yeah,
pretty
I'm pretty
good,
sure
yeah.
Rock would be in a good spot here,
Yeah.
but like Argus gets punished by the poison if that was what Crane picked anyway. We don't know if that's the case.
Crane went offline. Oh my god, everyone is going offline. No. Yeah, I'm not sure if this
Okay,
this
so
might be a regame or
The
something.
way the
right?
way
I don't know.
disconnects are handled in this tournament, on every Hearthstone tournament, is like whoever reconnects first can go face and just end the game.
Sure.
So most of the players like on their phone trying to connect with their mobile data right now. We will see who gets there first. And no,
Yeah,
I'm not
sure if
serious.
This might be a regame or
The way disconnects.
Yeah, to be honest. Aye.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it seems like RDU is gonna disconnect first. That means Crane gets the win. Kappa. Okay, so this has to be a regame. I'm very confident.
Most likely yes.
RDU will probably be slightly salty about it since he got the flowers when he needed them. It wasn't a decent spot. And I probably think the matchup overall is favored for Zoo, but I'm not sure either since Crane's list is very weird as well.
I think it's a pretty close matchup.
I wouldn't like
Because he runs like the Slayers in his deck against the 8/8s.
day 3 of the expansion. I'm not saying that I know every matchup or like really know any matchup really at this point.
You are out of the tournament, how can you know anything?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's day 3 and I suck.
Bam!
So besides me, the only two pro players. Who
No, this
no,
is
wait, the only two
we
pro
don't have to
players-
talk about
yeah, we
that.
can talk it. Which didn't make playoffs are you and JJ. And I don't have a team right now. Does that mean I'm joining complexity?
Why do you have so be yeah.
So besides me, the only two pro players.
Why can we not just be nice to each
Yeah,
other?
we have to talk about
Yeah,
we can talk about
To be honest,
which didn't make
I brought
playoffs,
like
are
crappy decks.
you and JJ. It's unfortunate.
Like I had four
Join
decent decks, and then I couldn't find my fifth deck.
So which one did you go with?
Mm, I went with Priest
Oh,
to counter the Pirate Forest, but it didn't go so well. And Zeus. I brought like crappy decks.
yeah.
But it loses to almost any other matchup.
Did
Yeah.
you also lose against RDU's Warrior with your Priest? Like, you actually lost that matchup as well.
Yeah, I actually lost it. But I won later on with the Rogue, with the Unfeared. Mm.
They are debating if this is a regame or not, and yeah,
But it loses to almost any other. Okay.
should work soon again.
Okay, so we'll figure out if we'll regame. I would assume it's a regame, but maybe they just like try to play the game offline and realize RDU would win, but I'm skeptical about that. So I'd expect us to see a regame in a moment here.
Yeah, it's mostly a regame, but yeah. It's kind of sad when you disconnect when the game is almost over. But I guess you cannot do much about it.
Let's make this casting duo better. Stream
Aww.
quality improved.
So BM. I'm gonna eat you. Mhm. Yeah, it's probably starting soon.
How about that all challengers are out? Did you expect that? Or
Okay, so I asked what you think about the challengers performing very poorly, because let's be real, Hearthstone is such a skill intense game, like no one can beat a pro player.
Well, I got beaten by one, but
Same, but I think that the fact that the pro players are better connected is also very helpful at the start of the season, since like all of us are talking to each other, while the qualified players are very likely not have had as many practice partners since the expansion came out. So I guess it also helped us. I mean, not literally us, since both of us dropped out day one, but us pro players in general. Some barbecue. Can we actually just like get some food and eat on stream? Is that a thing?
why are you only thinking about eating? he always wants to eat.
It's good food. Food, Mr. Yeah, good food.
We want Hearthstone.
And food.
Woohoo.
hat jemand Lied am Board gehabt oder nicht?
Nein, aber es geht um die Reach-Outs. Wir müssen das berechnen und wir wissen jetzt nicht, was an Bord war.
Okay, so they are like looking at the VOD right now to look at the board state to figure out if that's a win or not. We have to wait for that. Obviously, like while the stream is very important, having a decent quality is way more important for the competitive track, whatever that word is. It's very important for competitive Hearthstone that you take the time to like make the right decision, even if it, for us, kind of looked obvious it has to be a regame, since it just didn't seem over enough for any side to give a win. Just like taking time there to make the right decision is important. So no one to blame here.
A little break until
We will take a small break, since we just have to wait for this to get figured out, and
Yep.
be back in a moment. So peace.
See you guys soon. Hey guys, we are back again, and it turns out it will be a regame between Crane and RDU. So the Zoo phase rogue will happen again.
Yay, more face.
It was kind of close, but okay, the game is starting now. Double patches in hand.
Yeah, I mean, you don't mind seeing patches before your mulligan because it means you can't get it back off your mulligan.
Exactly. So Edwin SR7 is definitely keep, right? Oh, he's not keeping SR7. Alright.
It's a pretty good hand. Like turn 2, backstab coin, Edwin.
Yeah. Probably he just wants to find something to mix Edwin a little bit bigger. And he found backs up, so it's not
I
the
mean,
worst.
you just pass here.
Yep. Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't like it. I mean,
He could have made the 6-6 next turn, right? But
Yeah.
now... interesting.
creative 9 by RDU.
Maybe he got tilted.
Like he gets to develop a 1-2 this turn, but developing a 1-2 compared to getting +2/+2 on your Edwin, like
Yeah.
it doesn't even seem close to me. So
Dealing with the 6-6 Edwin is not so easy.
yeah.
And it's kind of awkward to get rid of this now.
It's like you can cold blood for value trade, like play 1-2 and cold blood, but in the 1-1 trades in your 5-1. You could
Yeah.
coin dagger to patches, but nothing feels great here. To be fair, Gray doesn't have a play for next turn, so he relies on getting a good draw, otherwise he might just be dead. And, like lose board control and not come back, but I'm still very skeptical about playing the backstab on turn 1.
Yep. Yeah, you kind of have to get rid of this, otherwise it will be on the board for like a long time.
Okay, you curve 4-5, so you don't really need to tap, so you see Knife Juggler trade with the patches. Smog for 1 probably. Yeah, seems pointless to trade 1 damage on the minions.
Aye. What do we see there? Wait, is it even bad draw?
Yeah, because otherwise you can still play the 1-drop. Like you still have the Fireflight, so you don't need.
No,
More-
you can trade him to Knife Juggler now, so right?
Oh,
And play that one at the same time.
you can make
Like,
Edwin
obviously
+1
you-
+1 more next turn. Like with Firefly, the token coin Edwin next turn. If you dagger patches this turn,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm not quite sure. Both of those lines seem fine to me. But man, that Edwin could have just come down on turn 2.
Yeah. Soon it might have to contest the 8-8.
So the thing about the trade because of Argus mainly. Does get rewarded since Crane's play this turn was Argus. Now we just probably just tap Direwolf.
Yeah, it's kind of close, right? For what are you keeping this Argus so?
Yeah, but like all the Argus does is forcing an attack with the weapon and like. Okay. This is one drop coin. Edwin, like no consideration. Fireflight, play the elemental token,
Yep.
coin the Edwin. Okay, it's an 8-8 Edwin, so
Yep.
it contests the Hydra already. Okay, you could have seen Leroy double trade, but that play is about as good as conceding. So
Do you go face here?
I thought we trade, but okay. I mean, he has a Leroy on hand. You just know that.
Just don't see a reason to trade.
Nah, that's like any damage to face makes RDU, like force RDU more to trade the 8/8s instead.
Yep.
Since otherwise you might just die. So yeah. The reason to trade would probably be Argus. Actually no, if you trade you're even weaker to Argus.
Just playing curve.
Okay, so second Argus would be a good draw.
Oh wow.
Nailed it.
Pre-recorded.
Shoes on head. Yeah, now you just go face.
Yep. Damn, so you're pretty good at this game.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Radus also pretty good at this game.
You probably draw first with Undercity, so right?
I'm not
Oh,
like,
actually,
you have 3 cards that can
yeah.
draw first. Like, okay, I guess you draw the Undercity now. Yeah, you trade the Undercity in first.
Yeah, since a trade is happening
There's
anyways.
probably no card that changes it realistically, but might as well. Especially since you just got a bunch of new cards, so it's hard to consider every outcome.
Ooh. It's not even good.
Yeah, it doesn't work with other classes,
Yeah.
so it only changes your hero power. Actually, it also changes your Twisting Nether.
Wait, does it?
Of course, changes your Warlock cards.
Oh yeah. You could freeze the egg if you really want to. To
Yeah.
play around abusive,
Yeah, I
but
mean, what do you keep it for? I don't mind it.
yeah. These top decks are not doing it.
Kind of disappointed we didn't see the Renounced Darkness here, but either way, RDU takes the win.
It's
It's
3-1, right?
3-1.
Yep.
But realistically, from the spot of disconnect, Crane didn't seem to be in a great position, so Crane can't be too upset about the regame there. So,
Yeah.
like, the regame didn't change the outcome really, most likely.
Like Rogue should be probably a little bit favorite in that matchup. So Radu only has Santa left.
Yep, and that's a fun deck to see. The Quest Shaman. He will keep Call of the Fishes, for sure. Call in the fish finisher, so, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Nice card name, Blizzard. Well done.
Yeah, blame it on Blizzard.
Yeah, but you basically always keep that card in this deck because it just gives you 4 procs on your quest.
Yeah, you get the quest way faster than.
You know, this portal is like huge. It's like, if you get a 1 HP minion, the 1 HP minion just dies to the death rattle. You might just lose the game. If you get a minion that survives and challenges the 3-2, you're in a very good spot. Like we
You
get-
definitely do it, yes, alright?
Yeah, I think so, but
Because you kind of have a play every turn. Next turn you finish them most likely and then
yeah.
see from them.
I'm very convinced you play portal here, but this is like you're just praying at this point.
Hearthstone.
Yeah, it just dies to the 2-1, but okay.
Maybe he gets a quest faster than like this.
He probably has time to play it that.
Yeah.
I don't think that, like, I think the issue is like drawing enough Murlocs, not being low on mana. But I mean, it's fine-ish, I guess. I can see why he doesn't want to believe that much in the portal.
Yeah.
Okay, do you unleash this turn or Houndmaster? I think we Houndmaster.
I think we outmaster.
Like, yeah.
Like you get a much better board.
The
And
thing is, like, you have to trade though, because discovering poisonous on those 3-1s would be nuts. But yeah,
I think both plays are fine.
I don't know. I think Hornwath was just better since
Yep.
look at your curve. Next turn you can play Unleash and the 2-drop. Yeah, Unleash might just not be a play next turn. Like, you might not get a good chance to play Unleash later on. Okay, I can see it.
He might go for the spell power totem, right? Oh wow, okay.
You're playing 2 0-3s into 2 3-2s. Yes.
Wow. Xavier's bad. But he's getting his quest quickly done.
He still needs to draw 3 Murlocs, like.
Yep.
Now it's just about card draw. What if this game just comes down to whether Portal can pull a Murloc or not? That would be fun.
Yeah, they said it's not so likely to happen, right? Like Fendi is gone as well.
Yeah. What other? Oh, I don't know what the odds are. Like, I'm not pretending I know about this game. I would like to see him trade with a 3-2 instead, because like take the damage on the 3-2 instead of the 3-3, because spell damage Portal is just like so insane now. Like, sure, you play into just Portal more, but just Portal doesn't do enough.
He's risking it, and nope.
Yeah, but I think at RDU should have played on it more by trading the other way.
So is this line? He's probably hoping for another portal, right?
You don't play Highman here, you just... I think you play the 5 and the 1-drop after trading into the healing totem. But then this... is there...
Why don't you play Simon?
I thought
Like, it's so annoying to deal with, and it will get you the damage in as well.
So no hex?
No, there's no hex, I think.
Okay. No, okay, I thought it was hex.
Oh, and there's a portal. Oh, he actually played around that.
No Murloc, unfortunate. Still good sequencing by Crane to play the portal first, because there could be a Murloc. There could also be the new 2-3, the one that makes all your minions cost 2 more. Like, you could have gotten punished for playing portal first, but odds are in his favor, I think, there to play the portal first. But it's interesting. It's like, before this set, it used to be like, you basically always play portal first. But now there is a card that punishes you for doing so, so now you have to consider a bit more.
So,
It's actually pretty good for next turn. It's like to have an...
well, the game will probably be over next time.
Okay, fair point. Does Hyman need to...
+1/+1. Get more damage in.
Does Hyman
It's
need
all
more
about
death metal?
smoking. Not really.
Okay, so that's the 4-1 for Hardu. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Like, at this point, there's a disconnect. I don't think it's a regame.
Yeah, this game is over.
Oh, he got the spell damage totem, but...
Well, sadly, he's 3 turns late.
yeah, like, he didn't get the spell damage totem, and the next turn he drew the portal. If he drew a portal 1 turn earlier, he might have just, like, run away with the game. So it's like, then double portal just gives him the board completely. But...
and then he could have played some Murlocs afterwards as well.
yeah, gotten value from his 5-4.
Yep.
But